I wanted to show you how to make a filigree for a heart like this using your draw tools in the Inspiration Studio Pro, and it is so easy to do. It's going to be random, you never know what you're going to get, but it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a doodle filigree. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go into my image gallery, and I'm just using a shape just for the purpose of tracing it. So I'm going to go down and look for the same heart. There it is. I'm going to click on it and X out of the software. I'm going to make this very large. Okay, so now I have my large heart, and I only need half of this because I'm going to be mirroring it. So what I'm going to do is go to my Move Point tool. That brings up this toolbar here. I'm going to take my second pair of scissors, and I'm going to go right like where this crease is here, just outside of the heart. I'm going to hit my Shift key, my left mouse button, and I'm going to go straight down and through, let go of it. And it looks like this side here is more, it's larger. I like that side better, so I'm going to get rid of this side here. Okay. So now I'm going to bring up my draw tool, and I'm going to use the largest one. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just kind of trace this, and it takes practice. I'm just using the mouse pad on my laptop right now to do this. Some of you might have a pen tool, some of you might have just like the regular mouse that you slide around. It really doesn't matter. The important part is to try to get it to begin and end right about the center line there. That's why we're only doing half of it. I need to clean that up a little bit. So I'm going to go to replace by arc, which is the one that's yellow. And I'm just going to click, unclick, and click, click, unclick, and click, click, unclick, and click. And I don't like this section up here. I'm going to do that again. Click, unclick, and click. I'm just trying to smooth it out. And click, unclick. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so now I have something to start with. Again, I'm going to click on the largest one, and I'm just going to stay within this fine line here and just make a bunch of squiggly things inside of this heart, staying within the boundaries. And if it goes over a little bit, it's not bad. You just don't want it to go over a lot. And maybe I'll do something like this. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like a grid. I might even do a little more. Well, let's just try this out. First, I'm going to straighten it out. Click, unclick, click to get the look that I want. I want a curvy look. Click, unclick, click. I don't like the way that part looks. Click, unclick, click. Up. Try that again. Click, unclick, click. That's better. Click, unclick, click. And it just takes practice. Okay. Click, unclick, click. Click, unclick, click. Click, unclick, click. And you might be asking, well, why don't you just use the lattice maker? Well, as far as I know, the lattice maker cannot curve this way, and I wanted a curvy look to show off the contours of the heart. I don't like the way that. Let's try that again. I was trying to straighten that node out. I just wasn't grabbing it right. Still not grabbing it right. What I could do is go into wireframe to do this. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Come on, wireframe. A little bit. I can fix this toward the end after I do everything too. Actually, I like that now. I don't like it up here, but I'll fix that later. Okay, so now that I've done all of this, I want to get rid of the one that's underneath. So I'm just going to delete that. That leaves me with this. I'm going to group this all together. I'm going to hit the letter M as in Mary or mirror. And I want it to go to the left, mirror to the left, and I can see that I didn't get the entire thing, so I'm going to do that again. Yeah, you know what? It looks like I didn't, but I guess I am, because if you look in the wire frame, I've gotten it all. So I'm going to hit duplicate and apply. Okay. And then I'm going to hit OK. Okay. And so what it has done now, it's not going to let me do what I want to do. What it's done now is oh, if I go to wireframe, you'll see it's all grouped together. I wanted to show you that. So you got a different look here than I did there. And what I want to do is click on here and take the heart out. And the last time this worked, and this time it didn't. I must have gotten 2 with the last time somehow. So let me do this again. Bring that back in there. I've got that highlighted. I'm going to hit Alt-D to duplicate it. And then I'm going to drag it out. Okay. And now I'm going to group this one in. And actually, you know what? I undid all that because I'm looking down here at this peak and I don't like that. So I'm going to get my move point tool. I'm going to drag this out first. Okay, I'm going to straighten that out because I just didn't like the way that looked. I want a peak on my heart. That's better. And do the same thing with this here and up and here. Let me straighten that out. Okay, that makes me happier. So now I'm going to click on the outer one and I'm going to hit Alt-D and then I'm going to move it out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to gather all this together, and I could try welding it, but see, this is what happens. So I don't like that. So I'm going to just hit the group with transparency, and for some reason that didn't work either. Let's go back. I know it's got to be in there, and it is. I didn't have it all gathered. I think that was the problem. And it almost looks like I have duplicate paths too there. Let me see something here. I'm going to change that to white and come out of wireframe. And I do. Somehow I duplicated. I wonder how many of these I have. So that's something you need to be careful with, I guess. So let me just take all of these out of here quickly. And at that point, I'm going to make it a transparent frame with a little lock, and that'll make these hollow. And then I can change the color of the background, or change the color of this like I did on the other one. I made it pink. Maybe I'll make this one red just to show the difference between the two. I'm trying to get this done before my time runs out. Okay, so I'm going to group that in. I'm going to hit lock, and somehow I've got extra that I missed. So let me come back in here. Yep, I missed these here. When you have more than one like that, that's what happens. I should have them all now. Hit lock. It's just transparent. I'm going to change it to red. Okay, then I'm going to grab this other one by hitting shift and the heart. I'm going to center them together and hit my refresh button. And now you have another heart to match the other one. And it was freehand, and you just never know what you're going to get. So I hope that you'll try out this tool. Again, it's the draw tool. You bring it up, make sure your heart's large, and you can use any shape that you want to do this, and just click on the fat one so that when you shrink it down, it's still cuttable. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Vicki Key.